Book 1 Concerning Discipline. The first and second chapter, The Life of a King and the End of Sciences. Anvikshaki, the triple Vedas, Varta, and Dandaniti are what are called the four sciences. The school of Manu hold that there are only three sciences, the triple Vedas, Varta, and the science of government, inasmuch as the science of Avikshaki is nothing but a special branch of Vedas. The school of Brihaspati say that there are only two sciences, Varta and the science of government, inasmuch as the triple Vedas are merely an abridgment, for a man experienced in affairs are temporal. The school of Usanas declare that there is only one science, and that the science of government, for they say it is in that science that all other sciences have their origin and end. But Kautilya holds that four and only four are the sciences, wherefore it is from these sciences that all that concerns righteousness and wealth is learnt, therefore they are so called. Avikshaki comprises the philosophy of Sankhya, Yoga, and Lokayata. Righteous and unrighteous act are learnt from the triple Vedas, wealth and non-wealth from Varta, the expedient and the inexpedient, as well as potency and impotency from the science of government. When seen in the light of these sciences, the science of Avikshaki is most beneficial to the world, keeps the mind steady and firm in weal and woe alike, and bestows excellence of foresight, speech, and action. Light to all kinds of knowledge, easy means to accomplish all kinds of acts, and receptacle of all kinds of virtues, in the science of Avikshaki ever held to be. The third chapter, End of Sciences. Determination of the place of the triple Veds. The three Veds, Sam, Rig, Yajur, constitute the triple Veds. These together with Atharva Ved and the Itihasa Ved are known as the Vedas. Phonetics, ceremonial injections. Grammar, glossarial explanation of obscure Vedic terms. Prosody and astronomy form the Angas, as the triple Vedas definitely determine the respective duties of the four castes and of four orders of religious life. They are the most useful. The duty of the Brahman is to study, is teaching, performance of sacrifice, officiating in others, sacrificial performance, and the giving and the receiving of gifts. That of a Kshatriya is study, performance of sacrifice, giving gifts, military occupation, and protection of life. That of a Vaishya is study, performance of sacrifice, giving gifts, agriculture, cattle breeding, and trade. That of a Shudra is serving of toys pond, agriculture, cattle breeding, and trade, the profession of artisans and court parts. The duty of a householder is earning livelihood by his own profession. Marriage among his equals of different ancestral rishis, intercourse with his wedded wife, after her monthly ablution, gifts to gods, ancestors, guests, and servants, and the eating of the remainder. That of a student who is known as a brahmachari is learning the Veds, fire worship, ablution, and devotion to his teacher, even at the cost of his own life, or in the absence of his teacher to the teacher's son or to an elder classmate. That of Vanaprastha is observance of chastity, sleeping on the bare ground, keeping twisted locks, wearing deer skin, fire worship, ablution, worship of gods, ancestors, and guests, and living upon food stuffs procurable in forests. That of an ascetic retired from the world is complete control of the organs of sense, abstaining from all kinds of work, disowning money, keeping from society, begging in many places, dwelling in forests, and purity, both internal and external. Harmlessness, truthfulness, purity, freedom from spite, abstinence from cruelty, and forgiveness are duties common to all. The observance of one's own duty leads one to Swarga and infinite bliss. When it is violated, the world will come to an end owing to confusion of castes and duties. Hence, the king shall never allow people to swerve from their duties. From whoever upholds his duty, ever adhering to the customs of the Aryas and following the rules of caste and divisions of religious life, will surely be happy both here and hereafter. For the world, when maintained in accordance with injunctions of the triple Veds, will surely progress but never perish. Chapter 4: The End of Sciences, from Varta and Dandaniti. Agriculture, cattle breeding, and trade constitute Varta. It is most useful in that it brings in grains, cattle, gold, forest produce, and free labor. It is by the means of treasury and army, obtained solely through Varta, that the king can hold under his control both his and his enemy's party. That scepter on which the well-being and progress of the sciences of Anvikakshi, the triple Veds, the Varta, depend is known as Dand, meaning punishment. That which treats of Dand is the law of punishment or science of government, also known as Dandaniti. It is a means to make accusations, to keep them secure, to improve them, and to distribute among the deserved the profits of improvement. It is on this science of government that the course of the progress of the world depends. Hence, say my teacher, whoever is desirous of the progress of the world shall ever hold the scepter raised. Never can there be a better instrument than the scepter to bring people under control. No, says Kautilya, for whoever imposes severe punishment becomes repulsive to the people, while he who awards mild punishments becomes compatible. But whoever imposes punishment as deserved becomes respectable. For punishment, when awarded with due consideration, makes the people devoted to righteousness and to works productive of wealth and enjoyment. While punishment, when ill awarded under the influence of greed and anger, or owing to ignorance, excites fury even among hermits and ascetics dwelling in forests, not to speak of householders. But when the law of punishment is kept in abeyance, it gives rise to much disorder, as is implied in the proverb of fishes. For in the absence of magistrate, the strong will swallow the weak, but under his protection, the weak resist the strong. This people, consisting of 4 castes and 4 orders of religious life, when governed by king with his scepter, will keep to their respective paths, ever devotedly adhering to their respective duties and occupations. Chapter 5: Association with the Aged. Hence, the first 3 sciences are dependent for their well-being on the science of government, Dand, punishment, which alone can procure safety and security of life in its term, dependent on discipline. Discipline is of 2 kinds, artificial and natural. For instruction can render only a docile being comfortable to the rules of discipline and not an undocile being. The study of sciences can tame only those who are possessed of such mental faculties as obedience, hearing, grasping, retentive memory, discrimination, inference, and deliberation, but not others devoid of such faculties. Sciences shall be studied and their precepts strictly observed under the authority of specialist teachers. Having undergone the ceremony of tonsure, the study shall learn the alphabet and arithmetic. After investiture, the sacred thread, he shall study the triple Veds, the science of Avikshaki, under teachers of acknowledged authority, the science of Varta under government superintendents, and the science of Dandaniti under theoretical and practical politicians. He shall observe celibacy till he becomes 16 years old. Then he shall observe ceremony of tonsure and marry. In view of maintaining efficient discipline, He shall ever and invariably keep company with aged professors of sciences in whom alone discipline has its firm root. He shall spend the forenoon in receiving lessons in military arts concerning elephants, horses, chariots, and weapons, under the afternoon in hearing the Itihas. Puran, Itvritta meaning history, Akhyayika, the tales, Udaharan, illustrative stories, Dharmashastra, the Arthshastra, are Itihas. During the rest of the day and night, he shall not only receive new lessons and revise old lessons, but also hear over again who has not been clearly understood. For from hearing ensues knowledge, from knowledge steady application is possible, and from application self-possession is possible. This is what is meant by efficiency of learning. The king who is well educated and disciplined in sciences, devoted to good government of his subjects, and bent on doing good to all people will enjoy the earth unopposed.